this time, we ask you to please rise if you are able, and please remove your hats for the playing of the Canadian National Anthem. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Vaughan Grove Stadium for the home opener of your Women's Premier Division in League One Ontario here at the Grove in the Bridge. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge, bringing you this action live on Spydio for Woodbridge Strikers Soccer. Live in League One for the fourth year running. It's Guelph United in town this afternoon with Woodbridge, an early opportunity to open the scoring. They did that 4 minutes in against Vaughan in the Vaughan Derby last weekend. Can Samantha Murphy do it here for Woodbridge early on? It's going to get off of Murphy, and it's going to go into touch for a goal kick. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Remember, all season long, make a free account on Spydio and watch your League One Ontario men's and women's Premier Division sides at the Grove in the Bridge. So the home opener here for your women's side here in the 2025 campaign, and right now Guelph is all out of sorts starting this encounter between two sides. Guelph just stayed in the Premier Division, almost being relegated, but that was the Blue Devils who got relegated. Now they're Oakville Soccer Club. Blue Devils no longer in existence. North Mississauga just survived the Premier Division last year. They stayed up. Electric City no longer as well in the league. Corner kick again. Jada Hilton play at the delivery. It's an in-swinger sign back post, but the wind carries the ball. It's very windy here this afternoon. So it'll be a tale of two tapes here between the two halves, where it looks like Woodbridge could have the advantage the first half with the wind, and then Guelph will get it in the second half, it seems to be. Or with that carrying, could be the opposite way, frankly. Needless to say, both teams will not just have to play simple football today, they will have to battle adversity through the wind and through the conditions. Short kick by Jones, the keeper, looking to play it forward, and a chance here for Guelph. They try to get out of their final third. And it's into touch for an early Guelph throw on the far side. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. Remember, all season long, folks, the only team in the League One Ontario pyramid of all ages, all age groups, all divisions, both men and women's sides, the only team and club that live streams every single home game all season long, now for the fourth year running. Pleasure to have you join us here. It's Woodbridge Strikers Match Day Live in League One Ontario. On the near side, looking forward, are the Strikers number 23, Kira Kent, newly acquired Kira Kent, first year here at the Grove in the Bridge. Kent looks to play on the far side for veteran Jada Hilton Pelea, the former Jamaican international, and she found no one that time looking to pick out the striker forward in Megan McKee. Megan McKee has been with the team a couple years now, really fell out of favor last year with the former head coach and champion head coach. Now taking over his position is Gabe Cremonese, longtime assistant coach with Coach Porco. Porco no longer with the club, hopefully enjoying retirement. He's been with the club since 2015, since the existence here in League One Ontario for the women's side. The men started in 2014. Here's Maya Fisher. Fisher, her second season with the team. Kira Kent had to be wary there as the number 9 was on her in Olivia Brown. Brown, Rizakos, the captain, gotten goals already this season in the cup alongside the first game of the campaign. And it's forward with Megan McKee. Little surprising there as Sabrina Basante opened the scoring 2 minutes in Vaughan against Vaughan Azzurri last weekend, and she doesn't get the nod up top today. She did play a reserve game for Woodbridge this past week, and she scored 4 goals, so she's got the knack of scoring early on, but it's Megan McKee, who just graduated from NCAA D1 ranks in university in the States, and she gets the nod up top, leading the line. It's Ida Michelli, the veteran. The Bridge lifer throws that one across and finds Jada Hilton Pelea. The two very familiar left and right backs who are all so familiar at the Grove, trying to connect from fullback to fullback, and they've done it several times. Here's Murphy. She's the MVP, the Golden Boot, and the top scorer last season in the League One Ontario Women's Premier Division. She cleaned house. Can she do so this season? That one goes into touch for a corner as Woodbridge look to start on time here. They have. That's all Woodbridge in the early offset of this match. Guelph really haven't gotten going yet. Corner kick again, the third of the match so far for Woodbridge. Hilton Pelea, an out swinger. It's there. Header down. and into the hands of Hunter Jones. Jones might have a day for her today, as Woodbridge will look to pile on the shots and the attempts early on. Guelph trying to play it out from the back in the middle of the park, and now to the near side it comes, and the gap's trying to get close. Hilton Pelea does, and Guelph can't do nothing right now out of their own final third. Hilton Pelea cuts. She looks. She gets taken down. Looking to play that. It's the captain now. Rizzako's captain on captain right here. And Syme has some acrobatic gymnast move, but that's not going to work. It's a foul on her as she cannot trap the ball. Like an elastic band that time for Syme, but she'll give everything, that's for sure. She's done it time and time and year after year for this Woodbridge side. As April Syme. Looking to play it forward. Now Syme headers it. Taken by Guelph, and Guelph enters the final third for the first time this afternoon, but it's given away immediately. And into touch for a throw-in for Kent. Kira Kent to Maya Fisher. Fisher gives it away off her first touch. She tries to get it back. She was chopping off the bit there on number 14's heels in Olivia Stravopoulos. Stravopoulos was trying to get that one, and Fisher has to get her boot fixed as the left boot comes off. So throwing into touch for the number 6 in Kate Nafelk. Nafelk now looks for a man. It's off of the midsection of Syme into touch for another Guelph throw. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day Live in League One Ontario. Live on Spidey on Nicholas Fury, the voice of the bridge, bringing you this play-by-play for the 4th year running here at the Grove in the bridge. That's a bouncing ball. It might fall for McKee. Megan McKee, can she create here? McKee drives. She cuts. Back heel cut. Looks for a centering pass. She finds it to Murphy. Murphy to Michelli, who's high up the pitch. Takes her man down. Murphy still has the shot. And it goes over top of the goal on the left peg of Samantha Murphy, almost opening the scoring for Woodbridge. Just like that, something created from nothing for the Strikers. And pun intended, they'll look to strike every time out there with Murphy at the front with McKee. And it looks like Michelli playing a little higher as Haley Lewis will occupy the left back area. And Ida Michelli's playing in more of a unfamiliar left wing, but she can do it. She's done it time and time again for over the years. Michelli, graduate and former captain of Niagara University in the NCAA. Syme steals it. She finds Lydia Brado, who then lays it off for Jada Hilton Pelea. Hilton Pelea drives on the near side, cuts, does it also comfortably, centering, McKee, touch pass, Fisher. Oh, that would have been pretty, and Fisher, all she had to do was place it in the corner, but it's offside on McKee. And it's all Woodbridge in the first 9 minutes of this affair. Hilton Pelea wins the header, brings it down. It's only a matter of time until Woodbridge opens the scoring. It's McKee. McKee drives, cuts it back to Samantha Murphy. Here's Murphy. Murphy crosses. It's going to go long. Michelli has to adjust. She'll look to get onto it. Ida Michelli cuts. That's good. From Michelli on the left peg. Crossing it down low there, and it's cleared right on the turf. It stays, but then the clearance fully there from this Guelph side, and Guelph United defending for dear life early on. They don't want to concede, because if they concede one, it could be the floodgates opening up here. McKee, touch, flick over, Hilton Pelea, she couldn't bring it down, that was kicked away. Now a chance maybe, it's just a kick and run effort there, and it might go out into touch, and Woodbridge is definitely taking the game to Guelph early on. Guelph can't really get full control of the ball thus far, and it is all Woodbridge to start this one. What can Guelph do is the question to subsidize this Woodbridge attack. Could be a long afternoon if they do not do so. So Guelph throw on the far side. Fisher looking to bring it down. Chance here for Guelph, possibly. Their first opportunity. Shot coming in, and it's easy for Sabrina Spano. Couple new goalkeepers for Woodbridge this season, as longtime veteran Vanessa Fiore has moved on to North Mississauga, where she started her League One Ontario journey. She's one of 2 goalies there, playing 45 minutes yesterday against Vaughan Azzurri. Fiore won a cup with the Woodbridge Strikers and a League One championship, being the goalkeeper of the year back in 2021. And Annika Toth with the Northern Super League now as the backup goaltender behind former Canadian international Erin McLeod in the new Northern Super League, the professional women's league here now in Canada. So Sabrina Spano, Addison Green, and Ashley Jong, young goalkeepers, 18, 19-year-olds for Woodbridge. They're going with the next gen here. We'll see if that pays dividends. So far in Game 1, it has, as they got a clean 2-0 victory against Vaughan in the Vaughan Derby. Free kick for Guelph, right outside the penalty area.
Guelph United substitution in the 12th minute. Entering the match number 7, Hannah Neville. Exiting match number 12, Stephanie Geedy.
So it looks like there's a forced substitution here for Guelph, an injured Geedy. Now Neville is in, but there's a free kick right outside the penalty area for Guelph. Standing over it is the captain, Rizakos. She doesn't take it. A drive shot comes in and right on to Spano. She just had to make herself big as Olivia Brown went for power instead of placement and almost squeaked through the body of Spano, but the leg got it in time and kept it out. A big chance, and that's where Guelph might get their chances on the set pieces, because Woodbridge continuing the attack as McKee keeps it in off of her and out of touch for a goal kick. So really the best chance of the game might have come from that free kick there for Guelph so far, even though the possession is almost 80-20 Woodbridge. Here is Fisher stealing the ball. Now it's stolen off her boots by Gracie Sowers. Looking forward. And Guelph looking to have a swing of the play. They do, to their left back. Rizakos wants it from Schaefer. Schaefer doesn't find her. She'll then swing it back to her center back into the middle of the park. You got to be careful, and that's a push from Syme on Stavropoulos. And a free kick Guelph in the middle of their half. 14 minutes in to the lone match here in the League One Ontario Women's Premier Division on Sunday, April 27th. It's a pleasure to have you join us live on the air here. Woodbridge Strikers Match Day live on Spidio for League One Ontario. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, bringing you this broadcast for the 4th year running. Appreciate you tuning in. It's a pleasure. Welcome back. The home opener here at the Grove in the Bridge for League One Ontario. The men's will be up against the Oakville Soccer Club at 7 p.m. tonight. Here come the Strikers. Fisher, Murphy, can she create some magic? Murphy's in. Cuts right, now cuts inside, left foot shot. Almost tried to catch the goalkeeper off guard in Hunter Jones, but she gets her body behind it. Neat save and easy pickings for the keeper. Jones plays it quickly, so you can see the game plan here from Randy Ribeiro's side, the head coach for Guelph. They want to build up from the back, but right now that's not working. Hilton Pelea got beat just a little bit that time, taking the captain down in Rizakos, and a foul called on Hilton Pelea. So Guelph has weathered the early Woodbridge storm 15 minutes into the encounter. So far, so good. You always don't want to give a goal up in the first 10 to 15 minutes of a football match. That's a push off the back. 2 hands there from Sowers on Fisher. And a free kick Woodbridge. Will set pieces play a factor today in the windy setting we have? Is the question. Nicole Melu, veteran, second season here with Woodbridge, looking to take the free kick. Right in the semicircle there at half. It might fall. See the wind, I'm telling you, it could carry. Murphy gets up. McKee shoots quickly. Just couldn't get a full complement, but it's still a decent opportunity. Opportunities are stacking up for this Woodbridge side. Excuse me. Here comes Guelph. Ken Rizako's carry. She just gives it away. She did good to get out of harm's way. Turned over. Here comes Murphy. Murphy on the right. Still takes line. Truck comes in, and it's a cross, really. Comes to find Michelli. Michelli up into the mix. Michelli cuts it back. That's a good ball. Here comes Syme. Syme can't release, but she wins the physical battle, trying to get it free, and it comes to L10N, just out of the reach of her, I should say. And here comes Rizako. She has a man going. Can she find her? Oh, goodness, what a chance that could have been the other way. And now the ball is found. An opportunity here coming for Olivia Brown. Brown, the catalyst up top for Guelph, cuts back neatly around Kent. Oh, and there's a dance there from Brown trying to get away from her man. Brown to Rizakos. Rizakos, the delivery at the top of the area. No one there. Lydia Brado, the former North Mississauga Panther, didn't play for a few years. She started with Vanessa Fiore, Kat Rogers, Maria Poveda, all at North Mississauga. Kira Bertrand, Kylie Bertrand before coming to Woodbridge. And now back with Woodbridge here in League One, Ontario is Brado. Hilton Palea, you can't have her run every single time. It's going to be a tough day in the office if she does that. You need to conserve energy when possible. That time Fisher was trying to pick her out. But if you try to send the ball time and time again, it won't be a consistent attack, even though that could be the main axis of attack. Creativity always is a key, trying to figure that out in the final third for any side. That's a bouncing ball back. Be careful, because Murphy's there. Here's Murphy trying to send her. McKee, a touch back to Brado. Can she release it? She does! Oh, it's just over top of the goal on the left peg there. Lydia Brado almost reopened her bank account here in the League One Ontario Premier Division. "18 minutes has passed, and it's a 0-0 tie so far. Another short goal kick. Hasn't really been working too well. Don't know why they're continuing to do so. Just clear it on the flanks and see if you can get the ball control with a set play or a hold-up play, and then look to carry forward. As soon as you play it there, Woodbridge are on you like glue, and then it's given away. It has to go long anyways. So you might as well go long from the offset off the goal kick, and then see if you can bring it down at midway. That's just my opinion. Here's Fisher looking to make a play. Fisher on the far side. That goes out into touch. Zoe Rowe trying to make a play, but that's off her. And the Humber Hawk national champion, Haley Lewis, her first year with the Bridge, she takes the throw. Here's Kira Kent. Kent, who does she have? Anyone in the air? She'll try to swing her way from side to side here, dancing along the near flank, trying to create opportunities. She'll find the captain, Syme. Syme now finds Brado. Brado trying to pick a man through. It's McKee. McKee out far. Crossing it low on the ground. Couldn't connect that time. McKee tries to get her second opportunity onto it. Fisher, McKee trying to drive in. A good defensive play from Sowers. Sowers now. She gets taken out by McKee, and that's a foul, most certainly. And a free kick for Guelph, all the way in the far corner. 20 minutes in. Almost half of the half, and it's scoreless, 0-0 between the two sides. Woodbridge and Guelph in the League One Ontario Women's Premier Division. Woodbridge opened their season, as mentioned, last Saturday. 2-0 victory in the Vaughan Derby. Meanwhile, Guelph opened with a 3-3 draw against North Toronto last Sunday. So both teams getting points and earning them. Guelph had to work hard for theirs. And they deserved it with a 63rd minute goal from Olivia Brown, down 3-2 to North Toronto. So, as mentioned, Guelph have some power up top, but they have to get the ball forward first. April Syme frustrated that time in the middle of the park. Just couldn't bring it down. It happens sometimes. And she takes her man down in Neville. Forward, picked up by Kent. And won by Stravopoulos. Stravopoulos goes backwards to Schaefer. Schaefer to the center back in Starcevic. Alana Starcevic plays that one aside to Alia Perez. Perez now all the way across. Stravopoulos loses it. Here's Brado to Murphy. Murphy quick spring forward here. McKee touch to Fisher. Fisher to Murphy. They're dancing in. Murphy shooting. And it's blocked. A good, important block by Tia Schaefer because Woodbridge were maneuvering very neatly up the pitch there. So it looks like Ida Michelli needs some sort of repairs here. Whatever that may be, she's going to the trainer. Briar Alderdice, new physiotherapist for Woodbridge on the bench this season. Corner kick, Hilton Palea. The delivery is there. Murphy headers. She gets taken down as well from behind, just a collision more than anything. And it's taken by Guelph looking forward. Falling down was Neville, and Hannah Neville's going to get the call in favor of her. Free kick Woodbridge. Excuse me, free kick Guelph. My apologies. Short free kick taken. Starcevic plays it across. Looking up the pitch is Perez. Perez now trying to pick out a man, but it's Haley Lewis who gets to it with the intervention from Zoe Rowe trying to take it from her. Nicole Malu captaining the back end there. That's right on the numbers. Push off of Murphy from Starcevic and a free kick Woodbridge, which Brado will leave for Nicole Malu. Kat Rogers, veteran as well, former Panther as well, on the bench with Maria Poveda. Remember, there's still under 20-minute requirements here in League One Ontario. The minutes have dropped from last season to this due to a lot of complaints from the teams. U18s are scrapped, but I believe the U20 stayed. So you got to have, in my opinion, under 18 or under 20 at least 4 or 5 of them play 90 minutes and all game and all season, and you'll hit that no problem. That's where the league is headed, into the new next gen, I would say. I understood it this year because of the Northern Super League. The last couple of years, I really didn't understand it too much, but it stayed with some adjustments. The problem that I have is, in my opinion, the best players should play. And there was a lot of older players that just almost, frankly, had to almost kind of retire in League One Ontario and just basically play OSL, OWSL, or Women's League. Some are still playing, but some aren't because they just physically can't. They technically can't. Physically, they're good. Free kick, the goal kick there got held up by Jones with the wind. Now Stavropoulos missed it, and that might be costly if Murphy can execute to Fisher. Fisher to Murphy, and that's out of the reach. That time Fisher couldn't connect, but it goes back to Jones. Jones has to clear, and look at the ball traveling. Hilton Palea bringing it down. She'll play Melu. Good play from the former Jamaica international. Here's Fisher. Fisher across to Haley Lewis. That's a big signing, in my opinion, for Woodbridge this season. They lost a few defenders. A big one in Christina Corrado, and you replace her with Lewis. That's a pretty good deal. Michelli back on the pitch after her little repairs. Good touch pass. Sowers plays it forward to Hannah Neville, who's on the far side now. Taken away by Michelli. Michelli gets taken out right at the edge of the corner of the penalty area. And now an opportunity for a dangerous set piece coming from the home side. 26 minutes into their home opener in this 2025 League One Ontario Women's Premier Division. Who's going to stand over top of it? My betting odds would be Samantha Murphy. I'm not a betting man, though, by all means. Here's Samantha Murphy, of course, standing over top of it. Can the top goal scorer and Golden Boot MVP, winner of last year, got one goal in Vaughan, has a free kick last week and has a free kick now this week, right at the corner, the edge of the penalty area. Murphy looking to open the scoring for Woodbridge. The shot comes in, it's blocked by the wall, and they do a terrific job there. It goes out to touch for a corner kick. So couldn't get it over top of the wall that time from Murphy. Probably going to want that one back. Happens sometimes. Can't always have a perfect crack on goal. But I want to say this is the 5th corner kick of the match for Woodbridge already. So the consistent pressure staying alive for Woodbridge. In swinger, Hilton Palea delivery, back post. It's over the top of Syme. No chance that time for the captain, as it was just too much juice on it from Jada Hilton Palea. Wind picking up here at the Grove in the bridge. Pretty decent weather for the most part. Usually we have some poor home opener weather, 18 degrees, but barring the wind, of course. I think every game it's windy, so it doesn't really matter. Here's Michelli, looking to center for Hilton Palea. The captain is there in Rizakos. Rizakos giving it away to Kent. Kent, she gives it away cheaply that time. And it's taken away forward by Guelph. Here comes Guelph, but just really can't get anything going forward. They had the set piece and given away by Guelph there once again. And just nothing cooking forward here. Instead, the other way, looking to cook is Fisher. She finds Lewis. Lewis, Brado, one-touch play. She finds Lewis again in the middle of the park. Lydia Brado kind of takes her. They'll switch off. And Guelph got to be careful. You don't want to lose the ball in the middle. If you're going to lose it on the flanks, trying to make plays up the pitch. But so far, I mean, hey, 28 minutes in, still scoreless. Fisher. That's a good switch of the play. She finds Jada Hilton Palea. First touchdown, Hilton Palea loose for a second there, and into touch off of Tia Schaefer for another. That's a throw-in taken quickly. Here's Fisher. It has an ice for goal, and it's in the back of the net.
Woodbridge strikers goal! Scored in the 29th minute by number 7, Maya Fisher!
Maya Fisher, just like that, opens her account here in the League One Ontario Women's Premier Division. That is her 3rd goal overall. She got 2 goals last season in 2024, and she opens the account here in 2025. Shot comes in, and it's into Spano's gloves easily. So that's Maya's 3rd League One goal overall. 2 last season, 1 this season, and it comes in the home opener. So a big goal. In Hunter Jones's case, she might want that one back. It just hit her gloves and in. But if you don't get the elevation on the jump, should just place that a little too high for her. Maybe a punch over could have worked, but when you're not expecting it, sometimes a little too much. Fisher and Woodbridge don't care. They're up by 1. Here's Michelli. Michelli to Syme. Syme to Brado. Brado to Kira Kent. Kent plays Brado. Lydia Brado across to Haley Lewis. 1-0 Woodbridge. 30 minutes in. Looks like Fisher, in my opinion, is playing a little bit more higher up the pitch this season to start. In my opinion, she was more of a holding mid last year under Dave Porco. Looks like she's more of an attacking mid under Gabe Cremonese. A little bit of a switch, but that switch can do wonders for some confidence, and that's exactly what's happening, in my opinion, right now in the first 30 minutes of this home opener for Fisher. Murphy wanted a foul, bit of a drop that time from her. She wasn't getting it from the head referee, Kim Lee, that's for sure. She doesn't buy into those ones, very rarely anyways. So anyways, that's what I see from Fisher. I mean, you can see she's so much higher, and she's getting more involved in the play already in the first two matches than last year. Remember, last year, she's still young. That was her rookie year as well. So needless to say, it's good and positive from the 18-year-old. Here's Guelph trying to get something back. It was only a matter of time. Question is, I don't think they've been in the final third of Woodbridge more than a handful of times. What can they do? They lost some players as well. They lost their goalkeeper, Brianne Carrero, also, who I don't think she's playing right now this season. And they lost a few others as well, as Marissa Oliveira, veteran. She went to Waterloo. And a few other important personnel for this Guelph side who really had a decent season last year, shocking people in the middle of the table. And that's a bit of a flop that time from the Guelph's perspective, and Michelli was like, well, I didn't do anything, play on. Here's Hilton Palea. She tries to find Murphy. Murphy, good touch pass. McKee is onside. Can she keep it in, though? It's traveling, and it goes out of play into touch for a Guelph goal kick. Short goal kick again. 1-0 Woodbridge. The start they craved, and they got it. Could this be a season where Woodbridge and some of their next gen with the mix of vets really make some havoc? I'll tell you right now, across the League One Ontario, they don't pen Woodbridge to be up at the top. But let me tell you something. I think you may have to second guess it, because North Toronto has changes. They lost a few to the Northern Super League. So has FC London. So has Simcoe County Rovers. So there is change in the league. A chance here for Guelph going across. Looking to make a play, but given away by Hannah Neville. Needless to say, Woodbridge, if they put wins together in the early goings of the season, it's an 18-game campaign. Who knows? Can they turn some heads in 2025? But it sure is a long season, that's for sure. Long season by number of games, but short season by number of months. 3 to 4 months, this season is gone and dusted. Beginning of August is the final. Forward, McKee offside. She knew it right away. She did shoot it in there, and Kim Lee's going to have a conversation. She does that again, that's going to be a caution. Just not sportsmanlike there. There's it. That's her warning. You don't want to get yellow cards like that, that's for sure. So free kick taken from the offside. Guelph trying to probe forward. Brado was there, couldn't get it initially. Michelli, though, will help the cause, and she gets it back easily. Smooth sailing for the home opener for head coach Gabe Cremonese, who takes over Dave Porco's role after 10 years in the making of being beside Porco as assistant. And not much for him to do, really. His team is kind of really getting the job done in all facets of it right now. Putting the pressure on Guelph. That's a poor clearance that time from the keeper in Hunter Jones as it goes backwards instead of forward. Taken by Rizakos. She plays it back and just not quick enough. That is almost given away there off the boot of Murphy. Taken by Guelph forward, but Kira Kent has an intervention. Really, really easy right now for Woodbridge. Michelli misses it. Taken by Sowers. She plays it on the far side. Zoe Rowe. In the middle of the park it goes to Kate Nafelk, I should say. Now here's a ball forward, but out of the reach of any Guelph attacker, and it's into the feet of Sabrina Spano, who gets her first game of the season. Addison Green, funny enough, who came from North Mississauga. Now with Woodbridge, she got the clean sheet in the first game, and really they swapped goalkeepers as veteran Vanessa Fiore now with North Mississauga. So a couple of storylines there when they play each other twice this campaign. Remember, all good things come to an end, and you got to look positive and look forward. Hunter Jones, oh my gosh, that is a poor clearance. She gives it away to Murphy. Can Murphy get the job done? Right peg, left peg. Shot comes in. It's easy and it's a good save. She had to make it, frankly. Hunter Jones pushes that away with the palm into touch for a corner, but she had no choice. She had to keep that ball out after a poor giveaway. And she does exactly what she needed to do there to keep the score at bay. 37 minutes in the first half, 1-0 Woodbridge. Corner kick again, their sixth of the first half. It will be Hilton Palea on the delivery. It's deep. Header back into play. Oh, there's a foul there. And a tangle up with Murphy and the keeper Jones. And a free kick for Guelph. Foul there on someone there, and Nicole Melu or Samantha Murphy on the keeper Hunter Jones, who's laboring a bit. Hopefully she's okay, because Guelph was already forced into one substitution due to injury. Bit of a delay in the action. It looks like backup goalkeeper Joe Mazer might be getting warmed up here. Hopefully Hunter Jones is okay, the keeper for Guelph. Almost can use this as a timeout / water break here for both sides in the 38th minute. I'm sure this time will be added on at the end of the first half. So you're watching Woodbridge Strikers Matchday live on Spideo for League One Ontario Women's Premier Division action. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, bringing this play-by-play for the fourth year running here. The only team in the entire League One Ontario pyramid of all divisions to have home live streams for each and every match day here at the Grove in the Bridge. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. This will be live on YouTube as well after, as every League One Ontario game is mandatory from the league to be placed on YouTube for playback, and obviously for any supplementary discipline issues and much more. Look back and video and tons and tons and tons more. So the men's are at 7 p.m. tonight, a doubleheader here. I think we have four or five doubleheaders this season, 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock. A few weekday games for both sides. We'll have cup games during the week as well. 18 games for each team, plus cup games. We could have 20 to 22 games, who knows. So a quick free kick taken here. Back in action. That should be at least 2 minutes added to the end of the first half. And we are underway to start. To restart, I should say, this play. 1-0 Woodbridge. An important start for the team in triple Azzurri blue. Here comes Guelph. Playing it in the middle of the park. And a foul as Travapoulos won it. Goes out into touch. Gusts of wind picking up here. I can't imagine tonight for the 7 p.m. game here in Woodbridge against Oakville. So the free kick taken by Aliyah Perez. Perez standing over top of it. Is she going to have a crack on goal, or is she going to chip it in? I'm going to say a chip, but I could be wrong. Let's see. There it is, the chip. Touch there, and it goes right on Spano. I told you, it was coming. Because if there was going to have a shot on goal, I would have had Rizakos or Brown stand over top of it. That came to no fruition that time for Guelph. And now Syme controls. April Syme to Kent to Syme. Syme through the channel to Murphy. To Fisher. Now to Kent. Kent loses it. She tries to regain it. Guelph's got to go back. Oh my. Be wary there. Sowers to the center back in Alana Starcevic. Back to the keeper. Jones. Inside to Schaefer. Schaefer in the middle of the park. Look out, Michelli's coming in hot. She won that challenge. It was a hard challenge, and then she gets pushed by Olivia Stavropoulos from behind, and a foul called against this Guelph side. So Woodbridge up 1-0 as you're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day live on Spydio here in the League One Ontario Women's Premier Division. Between the Woodbridge Strikers, women against Guelph United. Both turning points in the opening match. Woodbridge in the Vaughan Derby, 2-0. Guelph, North Toronto, 3-3 last weekend. Woodbridge up 1-0 this weekend so far. I'm Nicholas Fury, the voice of the bridge. Thanks for tuning in. Free kick there, Melu. Looking for a delivery. Doesn't come to fruition that time for the Strikers, but it's taken down by newly acquired Kent. Kira Kent now looking for a play. Stavropoulos looks to clear. Samantha Murphy, the MVP and Golden Boot winner of last year. To Hilton Playa, the former Jamaica international. Now she finds Murphy. Murphy, the delivery across. Michelli, back post. Over top of her, and she'll work hard. The Niagara University product. Regains possession. Michelli, the in-swinger, the wind carrying. Murphy, back post. She then tries to get it back in, and it's into the midst there of Hunter Jones. 43 minutes in. Chance here for Rizakos. Can Guelph create? Rizakos off of the boot of Kira Kent, who stepped up, but Rizakos didn't really have much moving forward here. She needed a run to be made. It wasn't. Fisher, Murphy. Oh, she has Michelli flying there. She'll find her. It's a brilliant left-footed cross out to the far side to Michelli. Michelli cuts. Michelli shoots over top of the goal. What a play. Tic-tac-toe and almost in for the bridge, and it's off of a Guelph United. I thought that went straight out, but it's into touch for the 7th corner kick this first half for Woodbridge, and it'll be Jada Hilton Pelea seems to be the set-piece corner kick taker on either side of the pitch here for the Strikers. Technically, in-swinger from one, out-swinger from another. Maya Fisher scoring the opening goal of the affair in the 29th minute. A cracker up high. Here's Hilton Pelea, corner, back post, header down by Syme. Murphy there. It's a juggle act right now, trying to see who's going to get it, and it goes off of a defender, I believe, in Kate Nafik into touch for the corner on the far side, and it will be Hilton Pelea's in-swinger this time coming in. Can she use the wind to her advantage here? 44 minutes. It'll probably be a couple minutes, 2 to 3 max of additional time at the end of the first half due to a bit of a stop for Hunter Jones's minor injury, but she seems to be okay, so that's always good. Hilton Pelea looking for an in-swinger, entering the final minute of the first half. It's a good driven ball. Oh, it's into touch. I thought that might have snuck in, but your leg will get tired if you're taking 8 corner kicks plus more here in the first half. If you're Jada Hilton Pelea, I will say they really demand Woodbridge a lot from the former Jamaican international in Jada Hilton Pelea. Wants her to go up and down the pitch on this right flank almost time and time again, and rightfully so. She can do it, and she's good enough to do so, and a very, very big threat there. Turned over, Bretto, the former North Miss Panther, now tries to find Murphy. Comes to Fisher. Murphy. Can she get her brace? She lays it off to Murphy. Murphy to Michelli, out of the reach that time. Michelli will look to regain it, and she bodies her man down in Kate Nafik, and added time will be approaching. 15 seconds remaining in regular time in this first half. Here's Michelli, in-swinger. Hilton Pelea gets up and header down into the gloves of Jones.
The fourth official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time.
So I was right. Maximum 3 here at the end of the first half. Remember, folks, at the end of the first half in the live stream, the Mike will be off, but the game will still be there played. We will have halftime with the girls under 13 OPDL, who just won a tournament, the EDP tournament in New Jersey. So they will be honored at halftime. And then we'll be back 15 minutes after that, of course, with some halftime entertainment from the youth and the girls under 13. So congrats to them as well in Woodbridge. Believe it or not, head coach April Syme and assistant coach Kat Rogers, who are on the League One Women's Premier Division team, led that, as they did miss the first game in Vaughan last Saturday afternoon. Foul there on Syme, a little bit too overzealous trying to get that ball, and she's like, what? But that's a foul there. Oh, if the number 10 was smart in Zoe Rose, she might have gotten Syme a yellow card if she kicked that one early, as Syme went there in front of the ball. Those are the dark arts of the game of football. But didn't fall into the trap that time. Here's McKee. Lays it for Lewis, and the odd error from Lewis and Woodbridge as we approach the 47th minute. 1 minute remaining. That goes into touch. The ball carrying, and Woodbridge up by 1. Appreciate you tuning in here. Live on Spidey. We'll be here all season long, as mentioned. It's a pleasure to have you join us. 4th year running. A consistent live stream. The only team in the League One pyramid for every home game, other than, of course, the match of the weeks, the game of the weeks, that are live streamed. But every game, we got you covered. If you can't make it, don't you worry. I'll have the call for you. That's an aerial ball through. Kent's got to deal with it. She doesn't. Now she does. Ooh, that could have been dangerous. And I think that's what Guelph needs. Other than a set piece, corner, free kick, PK, they need maybe an error at the back end, the back line of Woodbridge, to maybe cause havoc on the goal of Spano, who technically has not, I don't think, made a save. If you want to count the one roller, I don't think that technically counts as a save. So she has not been tested. But that's to the offensive prowess of this Woodbridge side so far. Yes, it's only 1-0, but they've been living in Guelph's final third. Stavropoulos cuts in. She'll look for a switch of the play. Haley Lewis, the Humberhawk national champion, clears her lines. And a touch pass there. Looking forward to Zoe Rowe. Michelli steals, and we are at half.
The halftime score is the Woodbridge Strikers 1, Guelph United 0.
So at the end of the first half, folks, live on Spidey, you're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day live. I'm Nicholas Fury, the voice of the Bridge. It's 1-0 Woodbridge. Here in League One Ontario, Women's Premier Division action. The home opener. We'll have the men's home opener, 7 p.m. later on tonight. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll see you very, very shortly. It's Woodbridge 1, Guelph, no score.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could have your attention at this time, we would like to introduce our girls under 13 OPDL team to center field. Today, we would like to take a moment to recognize a special group of young athletes. Our girls under 13 OPDL team who recently achieved incredible success at the EDP tournament in New Jersey, bringing home the championship. These girls represent the club with pride, skill, and determination, and we couldn't be more proud of their accomplishment. What makes this achievement even more special is the connection between this team and our Women's League One squad. The girls under 13 team is coached by two familiar faces, our very own League One captain, April Syme, and Kat Rogers. Both April and Kat are shining examples of giving back to the soccer community by mentoring and guiding the next generation of athletes, passing on their knowledge and passion for the game. Please, everybody, let's give a big round of applause for the girls under 13 OPDL champions and for April and Kat, whose leadership on and off the field continues to inspire both their young players and their teammates here at Woodbridge Soccer Club. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a pair of black Lexus keys. They were found on the black table at the front of the stadium. Please come to the broadcast booth if you are missing Lexus keys. Just a reminder, folks, our snack bar is open. Get your nice, fresh pizza here, courtesy of Ice Cream Patio and more. Here at the booth, only in the bridge. Some halftime entertainment here. A game of mesh from the girls under 13 OPDL EVP champions. For all the latest League One Ontario match updates, scores, stats and standings, and news updates, be sure to download the new League One Live app for free from the Apple Store or Android app stores. Be sure to check out League One Ontario website at www.league1ontario.com, powered by Comet. You can also stay connected to League One Ontario on social media. You can follow League One Ontario on Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Also, be sure to subscribe to League One Ontario TV on YouTube to view full matches, highlights, and feature stories throughout the 2025 season. Peace up. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this match is live streamed. All games are live streamed here at the Guelph in the Bridge for the men and women League One Ontario Premier Division sides all season long. Make a full account on Spydio and watch here at the Guelph in the Bridge. It's the Woodbridge Women's Home Opener in 2025.
Welcome back, everybody, to Woodbridge Strikers Match Day Live on Spydio here in the League One Ontario Women's Premier Division. It's a pleasure to have you join us here this afternoon from Vaughan Grove Stadium in the Bridge. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge for the fourth year running, bringing this play-by-play in the 2025 campaign here in the home opener of Woodbridge. Is women's side. The men's are 7 p.m. tonight against Oakville. Michelli with an early chance. I think that could have been a mistake, maybe almost, from Hunter Jones. And we have some updates for you as the League One Canada app wasn't updated in time, so we got some stuff for you here. So a yellow card to Olivia Brown in the 45th minute, and a substitution here at the half for Guelph, with Perez coming out for Ward.
Guelph United, yellow card issued in the 45th minute to number 9, Olivia Brown. Substitution in the 46th minute for Guelph United. Entering the match, number 8, Haley Ward. Exiting the match, number 5, Aliyah Perez.
So Ward in for Perez, and Brown, a yellow card in the 45th minute, and Maya Fisher with the goal in the 29th minute for Woodbridge. This is where we sit right now as we are back underway for the second half here at the Vaughan Grove Stadium. The second year where we have a newly renovated Vaughan Grove Stadium, and we keep on adding to it time and time again. If you notice, maybe on the broadcast, we have now a chain fence with a black safety on top of it. That wasn't here last year. And we're looking to do more and more here, led by Vice President and Team Manager for the women's team, Adam Candido. Long time running, since the beginning, here for Woodbridge in League One. Women's side, of course. Chance here for Guelph. So 2 substitutions already for the app glitched, sorry. Just got a message from the match day coordinator across. So It's Woodbridge's Jada Hilton Palea.
An error on the yellow card. Guelph United did not receive one. It was actually number 9 for Woodbridge. Jada Hilton Palea on the 45th minute issued a yellow card.
Here's Michelli. Oh, it's wayward. A chance, though, coming in from Michelli. She cut in on her preferred right boot. But it goes out into touch for a goal kick. Chance now. It's out of the reach, and Spano will get it. Here is Lydia Brado. Brado now through the channel to McKee. McKee out off of a boot of Kate Nafelkin into touch, and here's Haley Lewis. Lewis almost did too much there. Now Lewis will give it away there. Lewis again is battling, though. That's one thing about Haley Lewis. She battles, and she might give one up, but she's going to work her tail off to get it back almost immediately. Across Hilton Palea. Oh, she almost came in for the turnover, and that goes into touch. And a nice touch into touch from the under 13 OPDL player there on the near side. Looking to maybe play League One one day. That's where it starts. Here's Murphy. So Murphy off of her chest into touch. Into touch now for Ida Michelli. Michelli, quick throw. There's space for Murphy. You don't want to give her that, that's for sure. Murphy's in. She cuts. Left foot across. McKee slides it for Hilton Palea. She trips up, and a chance goes begging for the strikers. On the far side it goes. Guelph looking to clear lines. Taken instead by Hilton Palea. She then threads the needle through to McKee. Megan McKee. Can she create inside the penalty area to Hilton Palea? Hilton Palea crossing it. Headed aside and into touch for a corner. First of the second, 9th of the match for Woodbridge, courtesy of Gracie Sowers. As mentioned, the only match today, Sunday, April 27th, in the League One Ontario Women's Premier Division. There were 2 matches yesterday where North Toronto defeated Simcoe County Rovers and Vaughan Azzurri defeated North Miss. Men have 3 games today on tap. The men's division has, of course, Oakville here against Woodbridge, Simcoe, Burlington, Vaughan Alliance. 2025 season. Can you believe it already? League One Ontario has just been getting better and better and improving time and time again. Year after year, the promotion relegation, really a new facet, in my opinion, and a new thing that is really big deal in the league, right? You want to stay in the top division, right? Don't you? And it doesn't matter. Obviously, newer teams or B teams, second teams will have to play in the 3rd division coming up. But their championship division, highly competitive. The Premier Division, of course, highly competitive in both men and women. And as mentioned, you want to stay in the top flight, right? You don't want to get relegated. So that's a different element in this League One pyramid that has been positive, in my opinion. Corner kick comes, it's down! And a chance there almost for McKee to tap it home, but Hunter Jones was there, and she clears lines. It's taken now to Haley Lewis at midfield. Maya Fisher. Kira Kent. Kent now on the far side to Samantha Murphy. Murphy, what can she create? She gets that ball knocked off her boot into touch for a throw. Here's Murphy. Trying to get going. Oh, that's a bad tackle there. Frustration. That time from the reigning Golden Boot and MVP of the Women's Premier Division. But so far she's good. 1 for 1. 1 goal, 1 game for Samantha Murphy. Sabrina Basante on the bench. She got a goal in that opening game 2 minutes into the affair in the Vaughan Derby. She got 4 goals midweek with the reserve side. Chance coming. Spano's got to be active, but I believe the flag went up on the near side. It does. It's offside against this Guelph United side. So, Spano will take it. A very young goalkeeper. The next gen of goalkeepers, as mentioned. Vanessa Fiore now with the North Mississauga Panthers, where she started her League One journey. And Annika Toth in the Northern Super League, the backup for Halifax, where Kennedy Herman, former Woodbridge and North Miss player, is the assistant coach there in the new Professional Women's League in Halifax. Backing up Erin McLeod, the Olympic medalist for the Canadian Women's National Team. Not too shabby there for Toth, and Fiore going back to the roots there, earning the playing time that she craves with North Miss, the Woodbridge 2-time champion, 1 in the Cup, 1 in the league. So the next gen between the sticks. Here's a gen that's coming forward, and it's Murphy. Can she create around one, around another? Murphy on the left boot. She shoots. It's easy, and it's in the back of the net. Mamma mia.
Woodbridge strikers goal! Scored in the 56th minute by number 66, Samantha Murphy!
Can't give her much space. She will make you pay. It's as simple as that. And really, she had a better position in the middle of the field. She had to work her tail off to gain that position on the left boot, and she didn't have much. But she doesn't need much, and there's going to be a caution coming up to Guelph's number 2, taking out Ida Michelli.
Yellow card issued in the 57th minute to Guelph United, number 2, Gracie Sowers.
So Sowers a bit sour there, taking the caution. Taking out Michelli on the run of play. Frustration showing a little bit here for Guelph, but they're up against a good Woodbridge side, and here comes the veteran for her first appearance of the season, Kat Rogers, making her way for a youngster, Maya Fisher.
Woodbridge strikers substitution in the 58th minute. Entering the match, number 11, Kat Rogers. Exiting the match, number 7, Maya Fisher.
Fisher out, Rogers in. Kat Rogers still playing, still trying to make instant impact, the 33-year-old. You gotta love it. She's doing extremely well. Coaches in the club. She just loves the game. The passion for it. Why not? There has to be an intervention there. Kira Kent made one. Comes though now to the substitute Neville. Hannah Neville taken away, though, from Michelli, I should say. Bredo, the CDM today, gives that one away in the middle of the park. And here's the first intervention for Kat Rogers as her under 13 OPDL team cheers her on. That goes into touch. Off of the substitute. And it's a throw in for Woodbridge. Here's Rogers. That's a high boot. She knew it was coming. And foul called. Guelph. Free kick. So Woodbridge starting on track this season, how they want to. A possible mid-table side in Vaughan, 2-0. And now could be a mid-table to relegation zone. We'll see what happens down the line for Guelph. They need to play better, though. They need to get some attacking threat. But head coach Randy Ribeiro knows what he's doing. He had the former Electric side. Guelph for a couple of years now as well. So he'll try to get the ladies into the top tier and stay in it this season. North Miss has struggled in the offset. You have Waterloo, who got promoted, tremendously so, from the championship division. They were fighting with Scorsapi all season long, but they got the edge in that championship battle and race for the title. And that's what you got to love about it, right? Just the promotion relegation, it's highly important and very crucial to the competitive fight and spirit as well here in League One. That's an error there from Spano. And that goes out into touch. So corner kick, their first of the game, if I'm not mistaken. So a big opportunity here for this Guelph side. Can they get something going on a set piece? Maybe all that can come out of it here, because it's been hard done this afternoon. The corner kick is in, delivery is up, it's down! The shot, rebound, scores! Spano put the rebound into the 6-yard box in Guelph. Make no mistake, they strike. I don't know who put that one in. It was such a melee in front. It was poor defending that time from Woodbridge. It just dropped there. The shot came in. Spano parried right back in the 6. And it was a deflection off a shin in. And just like that, a goal for Guelph. But the Guelph United, I told you, it's going to come on a set piece. And it did come. It's 2-1, and they are back in the contest. Zoe Rowe with the goal, the number 10 at the 61st.
Guelph United goal scored in the 61st minute by number 10, Zoe Rowe.
So Rowe rows the ball into the back of the net. And it is a 2-1 game. The clean sheet bid is snapped of Woodbridge this season. A goal that might have been avoidable, and head coach Gabe Kremenas is not going to like that one given up. But if you're Guelph, you play that set piece to perfection. They did. 2-1 game. Game on here at the Grove, in the Bridge for this home opener. Shot possibly, Stavropoulos missed it. Scuffed her lines, and it's McKee looking for it. Michelli looks to take it, but that goes out into touch as she couldn't get that one up the pitch. That's a good ball forward. Stavropoulos picks out a man, and now there's a chance here. Guelph maybe has some momentum swinging in their favor. Good ball. Is it offside? It's not. A chance to tie it, and they most certainly do. Oh, my word. Spano sleeping there. But not just that. The defender's letting her down. It ends up being a one-on-one goal. And just like that, it's all tied up at 2 apiece. Oh, my goodness gracious. It was all Woodbridge. Guelph said, no, we're coming out strong the second half. And they have done so. We're all tied up. here at the Grove. And Zoe Rowe gets her brace in the 63rd minute.
Guelph United goal scored in the 63rd minute, second of the match by number 10, Zoe Rowe.
Well, row the ball in the back of the net. 2-2 game. And it most certainly is game on now. Woodbridge made some changes. And then I don't know, with Kira Kent, Nicole Malu, they were just letting the ball go through. And it was the number 9 with the assist there in Olivia Brown. She picks out Zoe Rowe for the second time here in a matter of 3 minutes. And Rowe sneaks that neatly past Spano, who reacted a bit late to it. I mean, it was one-on-one, but she got beat short corner. So we're all tied up, and head coach Cremonese is not going to be happy with that. You can't be up by 2, and it was all you. Guelph said, we'll get one, momentum shift, and boom, they tie it. So, we got a match for you here now. Here comes Michelli. Michelli's got Murphy. Can she get it? She cannot. Good defensive intervention. Then a poor touch that time from Kate Naffelk, and she loses it into touch for a throw. Michelli to Syme. Now back to Ida Michelli. Wind picking up here at the Grove. That goes into touch for a Guelph throw. Now this Guelph side gaining their momentum, gaining what they can do here. And what they can do is very simple. Take the lead here. It's anyone's game now. You gotta have confidence if you're this Guelph side now. These women are putting in work. Here's Syme harassing there. Neville from behind, trying to get it free. Rogers tries to get it. Now you can see the strikers are looking to work extra hard here. Kira Kent with a good intervention. She steps into it. Now can Kent find the man forward? Tries to find McKee, couldn't. Hilton Palea. Kim Lee, the head referee, says all ball. Here's McKee bodying her man, making her fly there into touch off of Alana Starcevic. Throw in quickly taken, but there's 2 balls on the pitch. As head coach Randy Ribeiro for Guelph made sure Kim Lee, the head referee, knew so. Hilton Palea throws it in to Samantha Murphy. Murphy looking for a play. And it goes into touch for a 10th corner kick of the match for Woodbridge. 2-2, headered up. Oh, what a chance for Syme. Quickly taken. I don't know how Syme was that wide open. You do not want to give her that space. She might be one of the smaller ones on the pitch, but she gets up and high more than maybe anyone on the pitch. That could have been close. But 67 minutes in, Woodbridge, Guelph, 2-2. Lewis with an intervention. Rogers got space, but who does she have in the space? Nobody. She gives it away as McKee can't go. When will head coach Gabe Cremonese maybe make a switch up top? Basante for McKee possibly. Let's see if that will come. Managing minutes, of course, in League One is a thing now. Last couple of years. Here's Haley Lewis standing over top of it. Lewis. Header, Murphy. It looked like a foul to me. Guess not. Play continues. Close anyways, needless to say. Here's Brown. Good flick on. Chance here for Guelph. Look out. Forward there. Rizakos looking for Rowe. Rowe for the hat trick. She scores. Oh my goodness gracious. Tic-tac-toe. 3 in a row. Row your boat. In the back of the goal it goes. And it's a hat trick. 3-2 Guelph. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely sensational. A diving Spano couldn't get it, and mamma mia, she deserves that one. It's 3-2 Guelph. What a flip of the script here. This match has been turned on its head. Zoe Rowe, hat trick, a natural one if you're a hockey person. And just like that, my goodness, you already know she'll be on the team of the week. Now a chance for Murphy, bringing it down. Can Woodbridge get it back? They were probing Woodbridge after giving up the 2, but just one break needed. McKee, that looked like a handball. Almost spilled. It is spilled. And on the side of the net it goes. Oh my God, this game has everything now. Errors, mistakes, quality, skill, lead, switching. It's absolutely crazy here. Where else will it be on a windy Sunday afternoon at the Grove in the Bridge?
Guelph United goal scored in the 67th minute. Her third of the match, number 10, Zoe Rowe.
My oh my. That's why I love calling football. You don't know what's going to happen. But if you're Woodbridge, you might not know what is happening either right now. You got to do something. And I believe that something has to be substitutions. Even if they're youngsters, right? You got to try to change something here because what was working is no longer. My goodness, Woodbridge is doing so well. Spano comes out this time, and she juggled it momentarily, but easy for her. And that's where, right, the next gen coming in, the two new goalkeepers in net for Woodbridge this season, where you had veterans out and rookies coming. So they have to get familiar with it, and there's going to be learning curves this season for Woodbridge. Admittedly so, though. It's not just me saying it. That's what the staff was saying, too. So let's see if Michelli, though, can have a learning curve in the back of the net here. She crosses, it's blocked, and a good intervention. And all of a sudden here, Guelph starting on the front foot. Haley Ward with the intervention that time. Very, very interesting. Mamma mia. Corner kick. The wind carries it, and McKee headers it aside. My oh my. 3-2 Guelph. A natural hat trick for Zoe Rowe. From nothing into something, and now she's had maybe one of her top games ever in League One. And have an afternoon for her. Why not? My goodness. Wouldn't think that at the half. Can Woodbridge now tie it back up? You don't want to go down 2 now, that's for sure. If you do, it could be a mounted decline. You're down by 1. You got to go find an equalizer. Kat Rogers does. She has a threat from far and from distance with the shot. She doesn't take it. Now to Rogers. Rogers to Syme. Syme to Rogers. They're dancing in. Oh, be careful. Rogers going to get a card for that. Yeah, 100%. Studs first. Frustration showing for the veteran at that time, looking to win the ball. Yellow card issue.
Yellow card issued in the 71st minute to Woodbridge strikers number 11, Kat Rogers.
Rogers with a caution. Guelph up 1. Good play here. Neville, Syme tracks and gets that back for her side and looking to bring it the other way as Woodbridge, excuse me. Hilton Palayan. What can this Woodbridge side do? Can they overcome this one goal deficit where they looked in such pole position? Guelph said, no, we're coming back. Through ball here. Melu almost lost her ways, but she got the toe poke out. Spano and her miscommunication, and from the vet to the rook that time, it might happen from time to time. So they have to just, remember, it's only game 2. So they got to get comfortable, and here's the substitution that I said about a few minutes ago. Looks like Megan McKee will be exiting the match for Woodbridge. And I'm certain that is Sabrina Basante entering. '73rd minute that has happened. Or is that number 6 for Woodbridge? It is Sabrina Basante, taking the number of Jessica Felici, legend in the Woodbridge Women's program here in League One.
Woodbridge striker substitution in the 73rd minute. Entering the match, number 6, Sabrina Bisante. Exiting the match,
number 19,
Megan McKee.
So, McKee out. Basante in. She scored, as mentioned last week, against Vaughan 2 minutes into the contest in the Vaughan Derby. She scored 4 goals in the reserve game midweek in League 1 Ontario. Can she do it now? Can she be a somewhat point savior in the early going of this campaign for Woodbridge? This is a game where if you're Guelph, you'll take this all day. But it's a game for Woodbridge that you do not want to drop points against this Guelph side, up by 2 midway through the second half of play. So substitution now for Guelph in the 74th minute. Here's Nicole Melu. Melu to Kira Kent. Kent to Jada Hilton Palea. Hilton Palea cuts. That touch is big. Lays it off to no one in particular. That time was looking for Murphy. Murphy had to peel off just in case they lost it. And it's cleared up. Here's Kent. Has an intervention. Lost it. And look at Guelph just getting on the ball. Getting momentum shifted in their favor. It's really something. It really is something to see. Moving the ball. Rogers has to be careful. Oh my, a slide tackle. Winning the ball cleanly that time. But you don't want to go down a man. Murphy. She falls down over top of the ball trying to make a play. And now Woodbridge are trying to do it themselves here. A chance the other way. Can they get 4? It's in. A toe save there. Kicking it away with the left boot of Spano. Couldn't get the glove on it. Reactional. And here's Syme. Springing Murphy. Murphy. That has to be a yellow. It's on the run away. Oh, I guess not. I think Rowe is going to get lucky without a caution. On the run of play, normally cynical to take the foul there. Here comes Woodbridge. Basante, one touch. Hilton Palea. Hilton Palea lays it off. Murphy, don't let her release. She does, and it's wide of the mark. Oh, it was coming. Now, can the momentum shift in favor of the strikers again here with that strike? When you get a chance on goal, you got to try to get their ways back. But Guelph weathered the storm early. And now, they need to make sure that they hold on to this lead. It's right there for them in the taking. 15 minutes plus added time. Lewis, that's a handball, and she didn't get away with it. Here's Syme. Syme to Kent. Kent now. Kira Kent looking, giving it away. Everything Woodbridge was doing fantastic in the beginning of the match is slowly not clicking right now, but they're going to have to look to do so. My goodness, what a start they had, though. What a change of events. The game of football, it could be awesome and it could be cruel. An aerial ball, it's through. 4-on-3. A chance for Guelph to maybe put this out of reach. A shot is blocked, but the bounce is there. Header scores! Oh my goodness gracious. A header in. Olivia Brown makes no mistake. And it's 4-2 Guelph. Spano maybe wants that one back, but the defending has just slipped away, and Guelph is taking full advantage. It's 4-2 in the home opener here at the Grove in the Bridge. Oh my goodness gracious is all I can say. You gotta tip your hat to Guelph. I mean, you're down 2-0. You're out of it. You're not even in it. It wasn't clicking, and then all of a sudden, boom! And that's what football is so great and why it is. Like when you have something, then all of a sudden it turns into something from nothing. It's crazy to see. If you're Woodbridge, there's work to do here. Yes, it's early in the campaign, but when you have a 2-0 lead, to let it slip away from 60 minutes on, Murphy's going to try to get it going. Here's Lydia Brado. She hasn't really been on the ball too much this second half, the former North Mississauga player. Here's Hilton Palea, the former Jamaican international, and it's just not clicking at all for Woodbridge right now. Guelph's
substitution, 74th minute, entering the match number 13, Allison Pike, exiting the match number 2, Gracie Sowers. Guelph United goal, scored in the 77th minute by number 9, Olivia Brown.
So Brown has 2 goals in 2 matches. Rowe only needs 1 match to score a hat trick. And it's 4-2, 78 minutes in. My, oh my. Plus, ends up being right now a 6-goal thriller in the second match of the campaign for either side. It really is something. It really is something. Corner kick, and now you know, the plays are coming, the channels are opening up, the set pieces are coming for Guelph when they just were non-existent in the first 60 minutes. Now a chance, the top of the area, blocked by Rogers. Nicole Melu, she just about got that, cleared it to an open Basante. Sabrina Basante now tries to drive down on the far side. That goes out into touch for a throw. So there's lots of work to be done here. After such a solid game against Vaughan in the Vaughan Derby, Guelph now are going to try to persevere this win. You take a striker off, put another one on. Good run out here for Brown. She comes off for the number 18 in Sophia Umen.
Guelph United substitution in the 79th minute. Entering the match, number 18, Sophia Umen. Exiting the match, number 9, Olivia Brown.
Umen in, Brown out. 79 minutes, 10 to play plus added time, approaching the 80th. And Guelph, oh, that's going to be a knock here as Michelli just missed the ball and got the number 6's foot in Kate Nafelk. And it's a 4-2 Guelph lead. It's been an interesting afternoon. Brado to Rogers. Rogers turns. She doesn't have much forward. That's the issue right now. Rogers, though, finds Murphy. Murphy needs Rogers to go in, so does Basante. Murphy finds Basante. She's fast. She's onto it. The left peg. Looks to cut back on her favorable right. She decides left. She goes across the goal mouth. Rogers arrives late, but she's there. She cuts. Rogers gets that knocked off her boot. Now to Rogers. That's got to be a penalty. Oh, it's not. Kim Lee says Rogers goes down easily. Strikers are going to feel hard done by. Michelli drives. She cuts. She plays it in the center of the box, and it comes out into touch for a throw-in, and a press there from Woodbridge. Comes to no prevail for them as Guelph hang on. What an opportunity. A penalty hauler. There from Woodbridge, but nothing doing, and now a substitution made. It looks like Kira Kent is out for Lindsay Appleton.
Woodbridge strikers substitution in the 81st minute. Entering the match, number 17, Lindsay Appleton. Exiting the match, number 23, Kira Kent.
So a corner kick here. A delivery is in. It's high. Simon gets up, but it's all the way into the goalkeeper's mitts. Congratulations to Lindsay Appleton. Chance here for Rogers. Rogers plays it across. Chance here, Murphy shooting over top of the goal. So congrats to Lindsay Appleton. She made an appearance against Vaughan at the first game of the campaign. That's her 50th Woodbridge appearance. Now it's her 51st entering the match here this afternoon. So that's a milestone there for Lindsay Appleton. Congratulations to her. A few more milestones coming up possibly this season for Kat Rogers, for April Syme, almost hitting 150. But they don't care about that. They care about 3 points. And right now, Woodbridge has work to do in the final 8 minutes plus added time. Can Guelph hang on? Could there be more drama this afternoon? I love it. Because it's so unexpected. The drama, you gotta love the drama because who knows what can happen. It's great to call, but also for Woodbridge, if you're a Woodbridge perspective and supporter, you want them to have the 3 points this afternoon. Here's Jada Hilton Palea. Centering. Here's Sign with a good ball from Hilton Playa. Sign lays it, but it's not clean enough to Rogers as the two veterans can't combine that time. Now it's all Woodbridge. Momentum has swung in the final 7. Ida Michelli. She's also dangerous on this flank. Michelli on the left boot. She'll cross it low, but no one there instead of the Guelph player who clears her lines. Rogers to Lewis. Lewis to Nicole Mayu. Mayu. Now to Lindsay Appleton. Her 51st appearance in the Azzurri Blue. Here's Hilton Polya, the former Jamaican international. Tries to create. She gives it away. She's worked hard, though. I told you, all that running, man, it could come back to bite you. Murphy is playing. The linesman saying it's in. Guelph has stopped. Murphy tries to take advantage. She cuts, she shoots. And she cannot take full advantage there. I don't know what Guelph was doing that time. They were sleeping there in the final third. They said the ball went out. The linesman said absolutely not. And Murphy tried to take advantage of it, but couldn't score on her left boot. The storyline is simply Zoe Rowe. 3 goals in 6 minutes. 61st minute to 67th minute. And it is a hat trick for her and a 4-2 Guelph lead. When it looked a little bit dark for the visitors, they said, we're going to brighten up this Sunday afternoon for them. And that's exactly what they did when it was all so good for Woodbridge. They were looking sharp. Movements were good on and off the ball. They were absolutely owning Guelph in the final third. But that's the game of football, isn't it? I told you in the first half, it could be cruel and it could be absolutely brilliant, all in one 90-minute match. My goodness gracious. 85th minute of play. 5 minutes plus added time, and if Guelph blow this lead, then it could be insane. They don't have much time to work in this, I should say, as Woodbridge need to get it going, but the options forward are not plentiful right now. It's only Basante up. Rogers steals it. Her under 13 OPDL team cheering her on. Rogers centering. Comes to Basante. Just couldn't get a foot onto it. Ullman now headers that away. And a chance here for Guelph to defend. They do. It's Rowe. Look at her. Just all over the map now. Spano with a clearance that goes to a Guelph player. She missed it. And into touch it goes. April Syme with the throw-in. Well, you gotta love the broadcaster's curse. I said for Woodbridge, man, look out, maybe it could be something. All of a sudden, since I said that, Guelph came on. By the way, that's a myth, the broadcaster's curse. Don't believe in it. But it sure is something, as I digress by my lonesome on a Sunday afternoon. At the Vaughan Grove Stadium, you're watching Woodbridge Strikers Matchday live in League One Ontario Women's Premier Division, live on Spideo. Make a free account and watch each and every men's and women's Premier Division Matchday here at the Grove in the Bridge. I'm Nicholas Fury, the voice of the Bridge, bringing us play-by-play for the 4th year running here. The only team in League One Ontario with a home game, a consistent live stream where the games are live streamed every single week and every single home game all season long on Spideo. Woodbridge header down there. The captain signed Basante, a weak touch. She looks to come onto it. Michelli sprints forward, and that's out of play as she was looking for Sabrina Basante. Chance here, but a good play. Jones comes out. Chance here for more for Guelph. And if you're head coach Randy Ribeiro, you probably were thinking, oh my, what could happen? And then all of a sudden, your team comes firing, taking advantage of errors, and just like that, your team is up. In Italian, we say incredibile. It sure is incredible. So Syme is coming off the pitch here. Looks like Hilton Palaeus coming off. The captain armband, of course, goes to Cat Rogers, of course. The two vets. Looks like some fresh, young, next-generation blood coming in on one end, and then you have the veteran in Maria Poveda, the former North Mississauga Panther, now for another season here with Woodbridge this year. She's wearing number 5 in the middle of the park. Late substitutions made, though, in the 89th minute for Woodbridge.
Woodbridge striker substitution in the 89th minute. Entering the match, number 3, Eva Villapando. Exiting the match, number 9, Jada Hilton Palea. Entering the match, number 5, Maria Ponera. Exiting the match, captain number 22, April Syme.
Syme out, Hilton Palea out for Poveda and Villapando. Villapando, a youngster, coming in. I believe she played last week as well. Poveda, a veteran, 27. Meanwhile, you have the other end of the spectrum here, where you have Eva Villapando at 16 years old. 16-year-old coming again. She played 27 minutes in game... Excuse me. She played 27 minutes, yes, in game 1, and now she's going to get, let's say, 4 or 5 minutes with added time. Here's Murphy. Murphy! She tries to win it back. She falls down, tries to make a play, but... And a foul there. It's a hard one. Taken by Woodbridge. We're in the 90th. Let's see how much added time. I missed the board there.
The fourth officials indicated that there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
So 2 minutes of added time. Here is Villapando to Bisante. Bisante looking to create. Now it's Rogers. Tries to win it back. Couldn't. And with only 2 minutes, Guelph, I know I might, for them, I might be saying it too early, but no, Guelph's going to take this afternoon. And you got to tip your hat to them. It is what it is. You got to be humble in the process. And as Woodbridge tries to get one here, Basante, we are approaching now. We are 91-10 in. Rogers on goal, and that's going to be all she wrote for the most part. Maybe another chance, but it's picked up by the keeper, Hunter Jones, and after she might have had a bit of a shaky beginning as well, she settled in neatly for Guelph. And it was a storyline of taking advantage of your opportunities that were very thin and narrow. That's exactly what Guelph did. They took advantage of their opportunities, and they are going to come away with 3 points this afternoon. Where Woodbridge was in pole position to do so, sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. My goodness.